You're not scared to admit when you're wrong. Neither am I. Some people are. I think it's fascinating if we go back. You've been doing this for a while. I've been doing this not nearly as long as you. It's my 14th month doing this on YouTube. What's your worst take?
I mean, I feel like my coverage of Brock Purdy all of training camp was my worst take. I just didn't see the forest through the trees. I saw a dude coming off a serious surgery on a pitch count who missed all of minicamp and OTAs, throw a bunch of picks against good and thought he's going to have a bad year. He might be a flash in the pan. The Niners need to keep their options open at quarterback. Didn't realize, like, wait a second. He's going to improve as the year goes on. He's very fresh off this injury, and he's a lot better than Jimmy Garoppolo. He actually is going to improve on his weaknesses as opposed to Jimmy. So I feel like I didn't see it with Brock. I was up close and personal, watching him every day, and misinterpreted the whole thing. And happy to say that because he's a pleasure to watch. And I was never rooting against him. I was just so used to the Jimmy Garoppolo experience. He had the torn ACL. He had the hot start. He had a terrible training camp. He threw a bunch of picks, and it all was, it all was foreshadowing for what ended up happening to his career. And I guess I felt Brock was going down the same path. I was used to that story. Brock's a different story.
I think my worst take is Brock related. Also, it's the Jimmy G PTSD. It's a symptom of that. I think going from Jimmy G for these many years and then watching what Brock and to be fair, Brock Purdy was not going deep last year. So when I called him dink and dunk, I just got over Jimmy Garoppolo for 5-6 years, and then I'm watching Brock Purdy not really go deep. I think he had like 2 completions over 30 yards last year, something like that. And so I called him dink and dunk, and I didn't think he was gonna be able to go deep.
It almost seemed like he was afraid to go deep, like Jimmy.
Like Jimmy, I thought we were in for another Jimmy, and that's when this tweet that sparked this whole dink and dunk thing. I sent it out because I'm said, I don't see how 49er fans are comfortable trying to win another Lombardi trophy, dinking dunking their way or something like that, right? And
right, they tried that with Jimmy.
They tried that with Jimmy. It's not going to work, and that's been my biggest complaint under Kyle Shanahan and his offense is just we just had no deep threat. And I was wrong about Brock Purdy not being able to do that. I don't know if I was wrong at the time because that's kind of what he was doing. Even Brock admitted on the radio, but I was wrong about him not being able to because he obviously is. He's the best in the NFL at it right now. He's killing it. And I'm thrilled as a fan. I'm thrilled to be wrong because this is what Brock Purdy's doing now with his passing offense is what I've been longing for since, I don't know, Cap did it for like a year and a half. But before that, I mean, Garcia Young, right? So I've been dying to see the 49ers offense look like this. I was wrong that Brock Purdy wasn't going to be able to do it. I'm thrilled that he can. And so, yeah, that was my worst take.